Each year, the International Society of Hair Restoration Surgery hosts a scientific meeting in a destination city featuring workshops, symposiums, and forums for hair restoration physicians, surgical assistants, and practice managers. Our annual scientific meeting is the premier meeting where hair transplant surgeons and their staff expand not only their knowledge, but also their professional network.
I've been attending the ISHRS conference for well over 15 years. It's extremely valuable. It gives you up-to-date information on the latest techniques, surgical techniques, as well as medical tips on how to treat patients. And I highly recommend this conference to anyone interested in hair restoration surgery.
I was the 4th president of this organization, and both personally and professionally, it's been one of the best things I've ever done in my life. It's contributed to my education and therefore has translated into something I can offer my patients in a very significant way.
General sessions typically include state-of-the-art restoration techniques, small discussion tables on a variety of topics, approaches to difficult cases, practice tips and surgical gems to achieve the best results, advances in hair biology, and live patient viewing.
ISHRS has been a huge part of my educational process, as well as a fun time to share interesting ideas and our results with our colleagues and friends.
The reasons to be a member, there's a myriad of reasons, but the main ones would be, 1, the camaraderie and the fellowship with the other hair transplant surgeons. 2, as a group, you'll find it in hair restoration, there's no secrets. We share everything. So it's a great way to come and learn everything about hair restoration on a collegial level. For experienced hair transplanters like myself, it's a way of expanding your knowledge and thinking outside of the box and getting exposed to things you would never do in your regular practice. So it's a way of charging up the batteries.
Specialized learning experiences include morning workshops and lunch symposia, the Basics in Hair Restoration Surgery course, the Advanced and Board Review course, Surgical Assistance Program, and Surgical Assistance Dissecting and Implanting Workshop.
I find it very informative, very helpful as far as taking some good information back that the doctors present and the surgical assistants meeting, which is really helpful. But I really enjoy it. I love meeting all sorts of people from all over the world, and that's the coolest part, is just meeting people and finding out what they do and how they do things and how they run their practices, how they market them. So it's really terrific.
In the surgical assistance program and the workshops, I've been able to see the different techniques and how other technicians work in their office and what instruments are out there. So it's been very beneficial to me in staying up with techniques and instruments and equipment in the hair restoration field.
More than 600 physicians and surgical assistants typically attend the meeting, and networking opportunities abound. First-time attendees are encouraged to attend the Newcomers program, where they are paired with veteran attendees who introduce them to colleagues and help them get the most out of their first meeting.
I've learned so much from the ISHRS and made so many good friends. I think anyone who wants to be serious in the hair transplant industry needs to be a member of the ISHRS.
And I can guarantee that first, this is the best society that I ever been member. I've been member like 10 different societies. It's like a big family with relatives all over the world. Second, you always share, you always learn something, you share experience with friends, and I've been in all of our meetings since 1998. So welcome and join us.
It's a great organization because it's one of the few organizations that I belong to that really, truly has a very international flavor. And I learn new things from doctors from all over the world that I really don't get from many of my American medical associations that I belong to. So I think the value of being a member of the ISHRS is that you get a very broad spectrum of different techniques from all over the world, as well as the camaraderie. It's been a great organization to meet people and have friends and colleagues from all over the world, which has been a fabulous, fabulous experience for me over the last 20 years. So I would encourage anyone thinking about doing hair transplantation to become very involved with the ISHRS, because you'll learn a lot of things that will make you a better doctor.
For information on our next annual meeting, visit www.ishrs.org/annualmeeting.html.